On second down, it's Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
In your face.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
It's complete. Stills. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go. Check 55, Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Whip.
First down, the run with Lynch. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. Third down here.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
SOS. Hey, check right. Watching your guard. Yeah. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Danny.
To throw on third down. Jackson. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding them to 3 psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
On the double. Mike 5-4. Get that quarterback.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 28-yard line.
90, Wolf. 27. Here we go.
On the ground, Michelle. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the set. 27, Mike, 27.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Quick dance.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Let's go.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Pilot, 64, weak. They go.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Minshew. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Houston.
Here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
Texans.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Look at me, zipper.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We can scream. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go.
And Jackson throwing once more. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Travis Kelsey, 28 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe they're returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Minshew. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Ben Banagoo in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf, 79 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. They set up the screen to Hill. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
At the 19-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Minshew sets to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
I'm going back to you. Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man, the tight end fails. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready. 61. Watch it, I know he ain't got it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tevin Coleman, as the first half is winding down. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Travis Kelce, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, man open. It's Goodwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Travis Kelce with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
60 outlaw. Hey, high 7. Shoot.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans cut into that lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Here's Minshew. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game, yet at the same time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. This is Coleman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the pass.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And it's complete to Kelsey. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the Bengals, 1st down.
Let's 57.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll pitch it. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. I got you, punk.
Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Rip left, rip left. Squeeze.
Jackson from the shotgun. Goodwin able to haul it in. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
57. Mike, 57. Yeah. 57 to Mike.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 50 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and through. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hey, wahoo!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ready?
After the sack on first down, Minshew. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. It's caught. Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward. And that's caught inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Bengals, that'll be. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they obviously fall to 0-1.